Welcome to another new video, guys. Have your fun. Stay safe.
You make a good point. Let's just see how far that reserved profession status would extend. Taxi drivers?
People, you're looking at sort of one or two people, not that isn't important, but it's different to hundreds of people.
No, I know. So taxi drivers are all right. They can drive your children around, but a pilot can't.
Well, I think there are, there's some
fucking brain there.
Working in an electricity substation, or somebody manning the Thames barrier, or I mean, a publican could put a bottle of poison into the Bacardi.
Well, I mean, a good example is, if you look at astronauts, they're not responsible
What
for
is this
people's
dozy
lives,
idiot doing?
Forgive me for the banality, but they are if their spaceship crashes into something, if it's badly piloted or something like that. You're coming back to Earth in a space shuttle. You can do all the damage that this bloke did. You could drive your taxi into a school or a bus queue.
Yeah, I know, but you look at astronauts, they literally go under every check, every health check, because they know as soon as they're in the air, they can't do anything about it, and it could completely scupper the whole mission and people's lives. And they're
not going to know about mental health issues unless the astronaut tells them.
Well, no, because these airlines have psychiatrists. This guy was checked 6 years ago. He was under surveillance. His own psychiatrist was about to section him. The fact that he had 2 weeks to do that, and he knew he was a pilot.
But this is the point, is that I was drawn, like you are, to the idea that pilots somehow represent a special status, but they don't, because, I'm a radio presenter. I obviously don't have 149 passengers sitting behind me at the moment, but I could go into a cinema and do something atrocious.
You could, but that doesn't concern your employer. That doesn't concern your employer. You're free.
Okay, I could come into work tomorrow and go on a rampage.
Well, you could, but
And it's as likely as it is for a pilot. This has happened once in recorded history, hasn't it? So the idea that it then becomes a case that we use as a precedent to treat every pilot differently in the future is to me absurd, although I don't think the absurdity is striking you. As you think pilots are, you can see them